with another Momma D report. I am here with Alex Tudehope.
How's it going?
And Alex Emery.
Hey!
And Alex is the bassist from Port Nocturnal.
Mm-hmm. Word up.
And Alex is just part of the family. Known him for a long time. But he's got this great show coming out on the 26th. And I have guys here to kind of talk about what's going on with their show. So it's at the Chesterfield, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about...
Yeah, well, I opened for this band called the Wood Chickens at the Vanguard Arts, and, you know, we were talking and stuff, and they're really good guys, and killer band, so we kind of became friends and started talking, and they're on tour right now, so they kind of wanted to come back to Sioux City and play another show. They didn't know where to have it, so I thought, you know, the Chesterfield would be the best spot for it. So, you know, I kind of just went out on a whim and decided to try to get something going. I wasn't sure if anybody would be down for it or whatever, but as soon as, like, I posted something about it on Facebook, like, all the local bands in town that I wanted to play it were, like, you know, trying to get on it already, so I thought that was really cool, and, you know, it's let's see here, we got, John Roxborough, Port Nocturnal, me, Black Death Jet Set, the Wood Chickens, and One Pimp Avengers. So it's like an all-star cast, pretty much, for a show. I'm really stoked on the lineup, so it should be a great time. I'm just
So you put this all together and...
Kinda, sorta. I mean, obviously, I needed some help. I've never thrown a show or anything like that before, and shout out to Mick, too, for allowing me to even try this or whatever, but, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, so looking forward to it.
Yay, Mick! We love you.
Love you, Mick.
Who doesn't love Mick, right?
Yeah, he's one of the people that's keeping the scene, like, you know, keeping the local scene fresh.
Yeah.
Keeping,
I really dig what
things
he does
going
for
on.
this town, so we need that shit.
He deals a lot with not only the older artists that are in town, but he deals with the new artists too, which is real cool.
Yeah, he's definitely a bridge between everybody in a very substantial way for where we're at and what the scene is like right now and everything like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
What he does, it's really...
There's not much for live music.
Shout out to the Chesterfield! Yay! Yeah. Now, I know the first time I ever heard you do music, you rapped.
Yeah, horribly.
And then you did punk.
Yep.
And now you're kind of doing like an acoustic type of...
This kind of has an indie acoustic feel, I guess you could say. I don't know. People call it different shit. I've heard it referred to as desert rock. I've heard it referred to as alternative. I don't know. It's just music to me.
Which is your... If you could pick a favorite type of genre, type of music, what would you pick?
Ooh, you know what? I guess when I was younger, it was all about the blues to me. You know, I was a big, like, Muddy Waters, Lightning Hopkins type dude. And that was, like, the guitar style that I was going for back then. And then, you know, I started fucking around with, like, open tunings and stuff. And then it kind of grew into, like, punk rock because it's easy and fun to play. And then lately, though, I've been really getting into indie bands. I guess just because there's more you can do with, like, that type of music. So... But it all started with the blues.
With the blues?
Yeah.
Don't forget Monkey and the Magi.
Monkey and the Magi, oh yeah. Me and this guy are actually in the works starting a side project. And it's me on guitar, him on bass, and our friend Briar on the drums. And it's called Monkey and the Magi, so look out for that.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it should be around the next year. We just got to get over to Denver at some point after March.
We're going to go to Colorado and get it done.
Record with them.
Get it all set up. Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Now, you play bass. Did you always start off on bass? Is that what you first start, or did you learn on another instrument?
I had a moment on euphonium and I had a moment on guitar, and I wasn't like a huge fan of either. Like bass was something I naturally gravitated towards. Generally, like and then I got you know, guys like Jaco Pastorius, Cliff Burton, etc. that all take like more of a lead role to the bass.
Les Claypool.
And it got me very interested in, you know, sort of the puzzle that's involved in trying to create something that's going to groove, but also, you know, move everything forward in a way that'll.
Okay, guys, if you could perform with anybody, living or dead, who would you like to perform with?
That is a really hard question.
Damn.
Wow. I want to perform with everybody. You know?
I haven't heard that group yet.
Wow. With anybody in the whole world, alive or dead. I'd probably have to say Johnny fucking Thunders. Or Richard Hell.
Word. That's what's up.
Is that what you'd say too?
No, I'll pick Frank Zappa.
Oh.
Definitely Frank Zappa. That dude's fucking out there. That or like fucking Miles Davis during the 60s band when they had Tony Williams. Like, actually, I wouldn't even need to play in that band. I would just want to fucking sit there and listen to every fucking show they had and just take some bass lessons from Ron Carter afterwards.
Wow, yeah.
They were just like, they were so smart about thinking about music, but they got themselves to like think themselves like, you know, to a point where they were like, I don't know what's going on. Like, that kind of like brilliance is what really attracts me to, you know, strive harder with me.
Well, that's cool. Now, Alex, I know I've known you for a bit. I want to know what has kept you like motivated. I mean, to pursue your music rather than deal with like, you know, a lot of people your age and people that, you know, you hung with.
Yeah.
Fell into the bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
Took off on that thing.
Well, you know, I did too at first. I think the music is honestly what helped me get out of it more than anything. And you know, I mean, I got in a lot of trouble too there for a while. You know, falling into shitty outlets.
Squeaky clean healing boy?
Yeah. I went to Healing for a year, but they threw me out. They threw me out of that school. I don't know. I guess for me, it's just like a lot of it was, you know, becoming a dad too, and like realizing that I had bigger priorities. Another part of it was just like I love being able to play my shitty songs for a crowd, no matter how big, you know. So, I mean, for me, it's just like something to keep me going, no matter what. So.
Well, that's cool. Now, I was searching around on the internet and wanted to see what your reaction would be, you guys' reaction would be to this. Striped shirt. Striped shirt.
For sex and drugs and rock and roll. Look at Sebastian, just so him with his blue hair and his Vita bread.
I love when YouTube filters that. If I'm not mistaken,
Yep, that was one of my first shows at the Chesterfield. Close the money.
How about doing it that way to make it more trippy, you know?
was
girls
wild.
screaming.
That
Yeah,
damn
that
line,
was-
dude.
That was a good time. I missed the drugstore
That was
Cowboys. We
fucking
should have a
great to watch.
reunion.
That would be cool.
Right. There's talk of a fuck mothers reunion, but I want to do the drugstore Cowboys. So we'll see.
Well, you gotta let me know if that happens.
Right. I will.
You better let me know too.
How'd it feel watching some of your old stuff?
It's cool. It's nostalgia a little bit. We were 18 when we formed that band, and we used to go play the Chesterfield quite a bit here and there. So it was cool. I remember like my senior year in high school. One of my teachers ended up coming and watching my band play, and then I didn't go to school the next day. So it was kind of, weird and awkward or whatever, but she knew what was going on.
She didn't tattle on you though, huh?
Nah, she didn't tattle on me.
Is this the,
To say the least, this is the one, dude. We ended up rendezvousing a little bit after that. So, yeah.
Hey, you were 18, so hey.
Yeah. So that's how that started or whatever. But yeah, I miss playing with that band a lot. Feel like we all kind of fed off each other. So.
Now, were you with any other bands? Have you been?
I played with the B-Sides for a little while here in town. I also played with Wallaby Jones and the Motherfuckers, which was a short-lived unit with Nick Beaver, Caleb Johnson,
I
Charles
like that
Pryor.
name though.
All people who are, I think Nick's the only person here that's left.
Too long.
The B-Sides, and then I played in Too Long Didn't Read.
Who are awesome, by the way. You guys should
Punk
check
unit,
them out if you
post-punk
get a
unit.
chance.
We play Legional shows every 6 to 8 weeks or so. We got me on bass guitar, Derek Buckley on drums, and Craig on guitar.
And it's really cool too because he's actually the lead singer, so it's cool to see. I always love it when bands have a bass player that also sings. I think that I've always thought that was cool.
So you like the group Entrapment then?
Yeah.
Because they have a bass singer that sings.
Yeah.
Plug for Entrapment. Hey.
Yeah. Bob Peters.
Yeah.
What's up, guy?
Yeah, and you were telling me that he was your mentor, right?
Yeah, he taught me actually how to play guitar when I first started out. I was maybe like 13. I mean, I've been playing guitar since I was really young, but when I like started taking it seriously, actually got lessons from Bob for a couple months, and I owe him everything. So.